right, this story is totally off the cuff. I wasn't going to tell a story tonight, but I was kind of arm twisted. But if you really want to go somewhere into the wild, I invite you to go to Detroit. And that's where I was in 1984, having been born and raised just outside city limits. And it was 1 year before I joined the military, so I was still pretty much semi-criminal at that point. But 1984, the Detroit Tigers were in the World Series, and I had this feeling that they were going to win. I don't know if it was game 6 or 5, but I said to my friends, let's go downtown. Let's go downtown, they're going to win. And they're like, we don't want to go downtown, we just want to stay here and party. And I'm like, you guys are so lame. I have 2 bottles of champagne because the guy at 7-Eleven thinks I'm 21. So, and I want to go downtown, and we're going to win. So, you know, it was about a bunch of, you know, butt kicking and cajoling about it all, and finally I, you know, get them to get in the car, and I drive down there. Well, the stadium and the surrounding area is just jam-packed with people. And you can imagine, first of all, the Tigers haven't won a World Series since 1968. And other than hockey, you know, at that time, the sports teams were kind of down on the radar, as well as Detroit itself is usually down on the radar. So people are jammed around the stadium, and you know they got TVs out on the roofs of vans and this type of thing. And and everyone's like, well, what are we going to do? You know, now we're downtown, we found a parking spot, and I said, well, we're going to get out for one and join the crowd. You know, so I take the 2 bottles of champagne with me, and my friends accompany me, and we're in the crowd, and sure enough, the Tigers are winning. People are getting excited. There's just a huge buzz in the air. And it's the bottom of the 9th or the 9th inning or something like that. And they open up the gates, right? So we got the lead now. I'm in the lead, and we're taking everybody. There's like 5 of us. And we rush the gate. We go in through the gate, and then we're standing by, we're right by right center field. And if I remember correctly, it was Larry Herndon in left field who caught the last out. And as soon as he caught that out, a pandemonium broke loose. And immediately, I started climbing the fence because everyone else was doing it as well. Right? So we jump out onto the field and you know, throw the bottle of champagne over there, and it's just and people are just ecstatic. And craziness is going on, and you know, people are trying to rush and steal the bases, and the cops have a ring, you know, going all the way around the bases to protect the bases, protect the players, everything like that. And people are starting to take clumps of the grass and throw it up to the stands because people want to take part of the field. And I'm spraying everybody, including all my friends, with champagne. I said, I told you so, you know. And we're just having a great time, and we decide we see people like wearing parts of the field. So we roll up our little section of the field. And we take like, I don't know, a 3-foot section that's coming out. Everyone's got one underneath their arm. And everyone's doing it, right? You know, so I was like, finally we, you know, leave the field. It's raining, and people are even screaming and cheering even harder at that point. So then we make our way outside of the stadium. Well, outside of the stadium is now absolute mass chaos. People have boosted people up to, like, over the gate openings are signs that say gate, you know, whatever, 15. Right? So they boost them up there, and they plant their hands behind the sign and put their feet on the wall. There's like 3 of them, and they push in concert with each other and rip the sign down, and people catch them as they come down, and they're taking apart the stadium brick by brick by brick. And We're like, we got to get out of here. This is, and now cops are starting to appear in, strategic places. And right around the corner from us is where, if you remember that time, Detroit really got a black eye for this riotous event. They started a cop car on fire. They overturned it. They were trying to tip over a bus float of senior citizens. So, this is Detroit. So you want to go into the wild, wait till we win another World Series, come on down, and we're definitely afraid we're going to, our field is going to be taken away from us. So we're making our way through this smoke, flames, chaos, and all this, and we see a squad of riot police linked arm in arm from one side of the stadium to the other side. And my friend goes, I'm going through them. I was like, okay. So he kind of bounces off of them, and they bounce him all the way to the stadium side, and now we're kind of in between them and no man's land, and then there's like some horses, cops on horses coming towards us. And I'm like, dear God, we are done. We are, this is it. We are going to get scooped up or trampled on or arrested or shot or burned or something. But we made it out of there. The cops seemed to be okay with us taking the field. And I still have in my dad's backyard today, 3-foot section, 1984, Detroit Tiger World Series homage. Okay.